Maurizio Jose is there and he gets a goal to make it 1-0 before half time.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English journey, and welcome back to Leicester City, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. We've got the second leg of this Carabao Cup semi-final against Newcastle. I'll show you how the first leg went shortly, and then after that we've got a game at home against Manchester City, who currently sit top of the table. We're still in all four competitions that we could possibly be in. It is looking very, very chaotic right now. I don't even know where to start. We should probably go over to the schedule where we left it yesterday after this Benfica loss, which was very, very disappointing. We've played a load of games in the interests of trying to advance the season. Lots of cup games in there, Champions League games, some league games as well in there. That's the reason why we've played so many games. In general reflection, we beat Tottenham in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. A few league games where we did lose at home to Bournemouth and away against Brentford. Two tough losses to take. Bounce back after that, a 3-1 win in the FA Cup to advance to the next round. Then the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, we did lose 3-0. That was such a disappointing game, to be honest. We were off the pace entirely, not up to the standard that we usually could play. And yeah, the 3-0 loss, very, very tough to take. We have got a lot of work to do if we want to make the Carabao Cup final, which I really want to go and get into, but it's going to be very, very tough. But we've been able to do comebacks before. Newcastle at home, we should be able to beat them. They're not doing amazing in the league, really, and we are doing quite well. Hopefully, just hope, we can bounce back and get a result against them at home and go on to the Carabao Cup final. A 4-1 loss away against Everton. This was a real collapse for us, to be honest. Very, very disappointing result. In the end, didn't get what we want, so I mean, it's just a shame that we had to lose in such fashion. Only our fourth loss in the league all season, I believe. Yeah, very, very tough one to take. But it hasn't affected us too much, really, after that. A 1-1 draw away from home against Stuttgart in the Champions League. This basically confirmed us not automatically qualifying for the next round. We'll have to go through a playoff phase where we will, in fact, play Stuttgart across two legs. Just a shame we have to play extra games when we don't really have to. We could have automatically gone through, but we're going to play them. I think we can get the result against them. It's just a shame that we haven't been able to automatically go through. 7-1 win against some National League opposition, going back to our roots, getting a nice win there to advance us to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, I believe. 2-1 win at home against Chelsea, which was always good. We were already through to the playoffs, but that win was just a nice morale booster. And then finally, the first game on. Not the first game on today, actually. Yeah, it is the first game on actually today, or it might have been this Chelsea game. Yeah, it was this Chelsea game actually. We beat them 3-0 away from home, and that's exactly the result we need against Newcastle at home at the King Power. We need to go out and really show what we can go on and do, and try and get to the Carabao Cup final, because we have a real chance of winning a trophy. The remaining teams being Arsenal. Well, it is just Arsenal, so they must have won their semi-final. So if we get there, we would play Arsenal in the final, and that would be a really, really good game. So a lot of work to do today. I think we can do it. We're going to have to get the goals straight in there, straight in, get the result, and see if we can come out victorious. And also, we've got this game in the Premier League. I mean, we're in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Are we actually? No, we're in the round of 16. So yeah, very, very, very close at the moment. In terms of what we can go on and do. It's there's so many competitions we're still in, and I think a trophy could come, but we can't let the wheels fall apart in today's episode. They've got two huge games in terms of trying to win the Premier League. Man City currently sit 10 points clear, but we do have a game in hand. We could close that gap to 4 points if we beat them and then win also our game in hand. It's going to be a very, very important episode. We sit really well in the league at the moment. We've done really, really well this season. In the league, we just need to get some more results and see if we can challenge for that top spot. But second place at the moment has been very, very impressive. What we're doing in the final thing to show you, we have made a record sale. Marcelo Jr. has gone and left for Tottenham Hotspur. They came in with a 95 million pound evaluation. We got 95 million up front for it, and I was going to take that any day of the week, to be honest. It's a shame we've lost him because he was a really good player, but considering we signed him for, how much was it? Must have been like 12 million maybe last year, or was it the season before that actually? Marcelo Jr. 11 million pounds to turn him over for 100 million. The service we got out of him, 90 games. I thought he played less than that. He's played so many games for us, getting 95 million up front, and that could easily rise to 100 million if he gets 20 league appearances, and we also have 2.5 million, 5 million installments over 2 years in 2.5 million split across those years. That is a very, very good deal in my opinion. The signing we've made to replace him, we've brought in a Spanish centre back in the name of Robert Figueres. He is a centre back, as you can see. We've signed him in from Real Madrid. If we go and take a look at the fee, 50 million. I'm not sure. Yeah, that is rising. So if he makes 50 league appearances, we would give them 10 million, 35 million, 35% on the profit, I should say, if we were to sell him. So we'd have to turn him over for at least 80 million probably to make a profit. But he is looking like a decent player. He's come in from Real Madrid, where he's played many seasons there. Elite level centre back who's already established, and for 50 million, I think it's a good fee. And yeah, got some good attributes overall. Maybe not as good as what we got with Marcelo, but I think he should be really, really good pairing with Mickey van der Ven, who's already a really established and elite centre back. He should learn a lot from him. Still 23 years of age, 196 centimetres. He's got really good attributes, and hopefully he can continue to develop here. So that's what it's looking like at the moment. Yeah, very, very big episode coming up here. If we can win both these games, we could be on for a trophy finally with Leicester City. Let's go and play this first game of the day against Newcastle. So the team for this game against Newcastle, huge game. We need at least a minimum of 3 goals to try and force anything of a result that could be positive for us. We're going to go with the simple tactic that we always do, try and find a goal or two in the first half, and that will really give us a chance in the second. It's going to be a massive game. The team starts with the Lerovic and goal backline of Sergio Van de Ven, Figueres and Stanley, Lavia, Meslic, Latonia in the midfield. We've got Maurizio Jose on the left, Paz on the right, and Milosevic up top. Kick off here in this game against Newcastle. We really need to go out in this first half, just find a goal to set the tone and show that we are in control of this game, all guns blazing. We just need to go out, generate chances. It looks like that's what we've been doing, but nothing coming for us in these early moments. It's going to be the same tactic we usually go with, so it's nothing the boys can't do. Latournier with free kick, he's at the outside of the post. First real chance for us there. It's a good effort from him, but nothing coming from that. We might have another chance though here as Sergio plays Meslic. Meslic goes infield to Stanley, and nothing comes of that. And now Newcastle might be through on goal. Bit of defending needed at the back, all the way through. Will the Newcastle player go? He's rounded the keeper, and Figueres has luckily managed to get across there. I don't know how we've managed to let that keeper just run through like that. Very poor from us. I can't believe we lost the first like 3-0. It was a tough game. We had a few injuries, and we were just poor overall, to be honest. It's such a shame that we put ourselves in this position, but I sense the comeback could be on here. We can play well. This Newcastle team are a good team, but at home we know how good we can be, but there is still loads of work to do here in this game. We'll try the attacking mentality. I know we're going to lose all momentum if we do go for that, but we need a goal here really in this first half if we want any chance going into the second. As Sergio finds himself on the ball, he'll play to Meslic. The return ball, Sergio tries to play something in, but nothing comes. Sergio switches it to Stanley. Stanley's not going to win that header, but he brings it down. Stanley's going to go all the way. He has the shot. It's floating around. There's no way that's not gone in. How unlucky is that from us? Figueres now is going to probably play Stanley in, and nothing comes from that. That is so unlucky. I think it's hit both posts there in the end. One final chance. It's going to be Sergio to Meslic once again from that throw-in play that we do. Meslic down the line. Maurizio Jose's there. Tackle. Sergio. Milosevic. Nothing comes of it. And it's going to come to Figueres again. Is it going to be a carbon copy of the exact thing that's just happened? Paz finds himself on the ball. He's running in, and nothing comes of it. So frustrating that this is happening. Lavia plays Meslic. Meslic over the top. Paz, lovely ball, squares to Milosevic, and it's hit the keeper. How close are we going to get to an open goal in this game? Stanley to Le Tournier. Le Tournier, where's he going to go? Don't go backwards. No, don't go backwards. Right, okay, Figueres plays it to Stanley. Once again, he's going to try and play a ball in. He's come inside onto his unfavoured left foot, you'd think. Le Tournier finds himself on the ball. It's a nice ball out wide. Maurizio Jose needs to square it now. That's what he does. Milosevic in the middle, and he's put it straight over the bar. That is so frustrating. How would we not manage to find a goal there? So much work to do in the second half, and to lose it here would be so frustrating. We've had all of the momentum. We really need to find a goal in this game. 50 minutes, 1.72 XG generated, but it just doesn't look like anything's going to come. We need 3 goals in 30 minutes to at least force it to extra time. Few changes going to be made for us. We need to change up this game. Celso on. I think we're going to bring on Andre for. I mean, it's Paulo. So they both had a good game actually. There's no reason why I shouldn't take them off. I think Paz has not been very involved in this game. Morales on that side. I think it's his unfavoured side, but we'll see if he can do it and try and find the vital goal that we need from this game. Newcastle find themselves on the ball in defence. If we could win the ball back here from this position, that would be very good. High press, we need to get going. High line was where we're going with as well. Nothing coming as of yet. We need the goals. We need a goal sooner rather than later. 25 minutes. It just doesn't look like it's going to be our day at all. We've had all of the momentum all game. Maybe if we didn't leave ourselves in the position that we did last game, we wouldn't be here at the moment, but there's nothing you can do really. Morales plays the ball in near post to Tournier. Lavia is there, and we finally get one back, but it's going to be ruled offside, isn't it? You just know that it's going to be ruled offside, and it's just not going to be our day, is it? Will the goal stand or will it not? Will the arms go in the air from the Leicester players? They've not gone up at all, and this goal has been disallowed. Not our day at all. How frustrating this has been for us. We really should have got to this final. And, I mean, if we can find 3 goals in 15 minutes, we still might have a chance. Back post. Milosevic is there. He's hit the post. It's not going to come, is it, at all? Not going to come for us. How unlucky are we going to be? Oh, wow. It's so annoying. Just want to win one trophy, and it's not going to come in the form of the Carabao Cup this season. 85 minutes goes, time ticking over, and it's not been our day at all. So frustrating. There's going to be a few minutes left in this game. Is there any hope for us? We might try and find a consolation goal, but just not been our day. What can we do really? They're going to sit deep for the rest of the game, and the full-time whistle goes. That is a tough one to take. Very tough one to take. So the team for this game against Manchester City, a win here would probably liven the spirits a little bit. We could move within 4 points if we win our game in hand of the league leaders at the moment, and that would be pretty nice, to be honest. But it just felt like the Carabao Cup was such a trophy that we could have gone on and won, really. Not meant to be on this occasion. We're still live in 3 other competitions. The FA Cup, we have a very big chance of doing well in that, but just when we're in the semi-final and we lose in the way we did, so annoying. What can you do, really? This team starts with the rocking goal backline of Sergio, Van der Ven, Figueres and Stanley, Lavia, Meslic, Latonia in the midfield, Maurizio Jose on the left, Paz on the right, and Milosevic up top. Kick off here in this game against Manchester City. It's going to be a very tough game, but hopefully we can come out with a result. That would be pretty nice to at least end off the episode. And Man City have already hit the crossbar there, with Van der Ven luckily getting it clear for us, and there must be something wrong with that goal in our own stadium, because the amount of times that teams have hit the woodwork just like we did in the last game in the first half, it's pretty crazy, to be honest. So disappointed we couldn't get the result in the end. Just hope we can go on and win a trophy this season, because I know a lot of the boys want to, and I want to personally as well, but we have to do better in games like that. And did the first leg as well. We have to do so much better. We cannot just collapse like that if we want any chance of winning a trophy. We're still alive in the Premier League. The Champions League is obviously a different type of class, and the FA Cup is probably the biggest chance we have at a trophy. We reached the semi-final, lost it there last year, and we've had the same here. Again, we're going to get so close to a trophy. One step away from the final. Even making a final would be good, to be honest. We still have a lot of work to do if we want to win that trophy, and hopefully it can come eventually in the future. Sergio passes it into Meslic in the midfield. The return ball. Nice ball play around here in the middle of the park. Meslic in Sergio. Van der Ven. Will he find Meslic? He goes to Lavia. Lavia finds Meslic instead, and he'll go back to Van de Ven, and Van de Ven will probably go to Sergio here, you'd think. Instead he goes to Levia. Meslic now. Where's he going to go? He switches it now to the Tournier. Stanley down this right side. He's making a nice run. Milosevic waiting in the middle as ever. He goes back to Figueres. Meslic on the ball now. Meslic plays out wide to Sergio. Sergio, what's he going to do? He takes his man on. He's going to try and square it. That's what he does. Maurizio Jose is there, and he gets a goal to make it 1-0 before half time. What a huge goal that could be. We really could contest the Premier League if we can beat this Man City team. Huge result that is, if we could get that, and we've helped ourselves and our efforts here with a goal inside the first half. Lovely finish from Maurizio Jose. We lead 1-0, and now we've got a big second half ahead if we to determine what we'll do in the rest of this Premier League season. We said we need to have a little bit more focus on the Premier League. That's what we have done here, and ultimately it looks like we could come away with a very, very good result. We're going to go a bit more defensive now because the Man City are coming with 4 attackers, I believe. Yeah, you can see there 4 attackers is what they're going to try and come and attack us with, and we need to kind of stop them doing that. So that's what we'll do. We'll bring on Cusqueta, who's returning from injury. He's not really trained, but we'll bring him on there, and Celso for Le Tournier. The other change, 60 minutes gone. We still lead 1-0, and can we just scrape this 1-0 win like we did at Liverpool at home at the start of the season? I think it was. In the episode, we actually did beat them. If we could get a similar result like that in this game, that would be absolutely huge. It looks like it might come here. Final changes for us. We'll bring on Andreu and Morales. Some attacking changes. So if we could find another goal in this game with those changes that we've made, that would be pretty good. 72 minutes on the board now. We still lead 1-0. We have a chance here. I think it might have been Figueres who was going to play that ball there. We're very, very solid in defence now. We've structured well for the rest of this game. Got players in attack. What can we do through the rest of this game? Man City find themselves on the ball, knocking it around in the midfield, still going with it. They're going to do what we did to build up for the goal, the first goal of this game from Maurizio Jose. Down this left side, they'll come and try and attack, but Stanley will have that covered, you'd think. They've gone away from that side because they know that Stanley can defend that very well, knocking it around still. That's what they'll try to do. We could cause a bit of a mistake here on the counter-attack. We could be on for a goal here. Cusqueta putting up a bit of a press, knocking it around. It's a very, very tight play from us, trying to win that ball back and see where we can go. It's a ball over the top, through on goal. Lebrovic needs to get this right. He hasn't. He definitely hasn't. I mean, there might be an offside check here, but please, Lebrovic always makes mistakes against Man City. He's done it there, and it's been disallowed. Luckily for us, he did it to lose us a game one time against Man City, and I'm not discrediting him because he is absolutely class, but that time I would have been absolutely fuming if that goal had stood. Luckily it hasn't for us, but Man City are just going to try and keep coming and try and get a goal. Is there a late goal for us in this game? The ball is cut out there. Musiala will look to try and attack down this left side. Luckily we've stopped him there in his tracks, but they might look to still try and go down this left side, knocking it around, going with the ball, seeing what they can do in the midfield. They'll go. We need to win this ball back, try and get a goal to see out this game. Late on, 86th minute, will we find a second goal in this game, or will Man City tie it up down this right side now? They'll look to try and attack. A bit of defending needed. It's Andreu and Van de Ven defending on that side. The ball in, we need to stop that from going in, knocking it around. Still Man City go, and that is such a poor goal to concede. 86th minute. We've been so good all game. It's just not been our day at all. The full-time whistle is going to go here. What a disappointing result, and what a disappointing day, to be honest. We could have taken so much more from this, especially in that Man City game. We had them all game, and just to lose it like that, the league title might just be out of our hands. So disappointing in the end, and hopefully we can come back next episode in an FA Cup final or semi-final, in the next round of the Champions League, and be in a much better state. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, bye bye.